Hey everyone, it's Kenji. We're going to make some really easy udon soup with chicken and spinach. Chicken, not always the most common ingredient in udon soup, but I had a bunch of chicken thighs left over in my fridge, so we're using them. So the base for udon soup, it's very similar to the base for a lot of, Japanese noodle dishes. So like what you would dip your soba in or what you would dip your somen in. It's essentially a combination of dashi and soy sauce and mirin. I'm going to be using hon dashi for this, so just the powdered, dehydrated dashi. You can, of course, make your own stock from scratch, but we're going to start with not too much. Like I want a pretty concentrated soup base to begin with, so about a cup of water, a couple teaspoons of hon dashi, a couple tablespoons of mirin, and then a couple tablespoons of Japanese soy sauce, shoyu. Okay, and the reason I'm starting so concentrated is because I'm gonna simmer my chicken in here first, and I want the flavor of that chicken to be a little more intense than you would get if you just simmered it in sort of diluted soup stock. If you don't want to have all these separate ingredients or make your own dashi, you can also buy, and this is like super common for Japanese home cooks, is just to buy tsuyu, mentsuyu, or there's different types of tsuyu, but tsuyu is essentially like a concentrated stock. It's essentially what we just made in this pan. Sometimes it comes in bottles like that. Sometimes it comes in cartons like this. And they'll always have like a little chart that shows you the ratio of how to dilute it, for everything from dipping sauces to hot soups to cold soups or to oden, like simmered dishes. But it's basically what we just made in here. So it'll be a combination of dashi, soy sauce, and mirin in here that's just concentrated. All right, so I'm going to let this chicken simmer until it is cooked through, which will take about 5 minutes or so. And then we will be back. So I'll see you in few minutes. I think it wasn't even 5 minutes. I basically let it come to simmer and let it simmer for about a minute, but that chicken is cooked through. So now we're going to take it out of the pot, set it to the side. Okay, and then I'm going to go in there with my spinach. So same broth, same basic deal. We're just going to let the spinach barely wilt. So we're not looking to cook it until it's soft. We don't want it to turn brown. We just want it to stay bright green, but be wilted. Okay, and that spinach should be basically done at this point. So pull it out. I'm going to take the stock off, give it a quick skim just to get rid of some of that sort of excess chicken protein and stuff that's in there. We'll put it right back in the pot, and I'm going to let it dilute down to sort of its final flavor level. So maybe about 4 parts water to 1 part of what was left in there. And we can give that a taste. I think a tiny bit more soy sauce. The goal here is you want sort of a balance between sweet and savory. So, the meeting is a pretty sweet rice wine. So that's where sort of your sweet flavors are coming from. The soy sauce is salty, and then the dashi powder or plain dashi is going to be where your umami comes from. Good. Soup. All right, so if I was being extra fancy, I would take the spinach. I would probably shock it in ice water. I'd roll it up and then slice it in little bunches. A common way to serve spinach or blanched greens like this in Japan, you kind of roll it up into a tight little roll like that. Okay, and then we can cut across it crosswise into little bundles. So we get our little spinach bundles we can put into our soup bowls. And we trim these ends off too. All right, last step is to cook the noodles. I got some water boiling over here. Let me just swap out these 2 pots. So udon are Japanese wheat noodles. So ramen is like a Chinese style Japanese noodle. So it's made with like an alkaline dough. Somen is like a real thin wheat noodle. Soba is a buckwheat noodle. Udon are these kind of thick, chewy wheat noodles. And, you can buy udon both dried and frozen. I tend to prefer the frozen version over the dried, I think. They have a texture that's much more similar to sort of freshly made. And they cook in about a minute. All right, while that finishes cooking, I'm gonna do my last garnish ingredient, which is this negi. So like a Japanese spring onion, Japanese long onion. You could use just scallions, of course, if you want. But we'll just do some thin sliced negi. You can get away with sort of just the soup and scallions, like that's very, very common. You could add to it wakame, like seaweed, which you can buy dried and just sort of rehydrate. You could add fried tofu skins, like kitsune udon, so fried tofu that's been soaked in mirin and soy and dashi mixture. That's called kitsune udon. You could add fish cakes, like there's all kinds of easy ways to go about this, as in, you don't have to do it this way. All right, noodles in the bowl. That joke was so bad. I've got so many bad jokes. All right, with that broth simmered, a little bit of that chicken protein's gonna kind of stick up the top, so I'll just skim that off. Soft-boiled eggs or medium-boiled eggs would also be really good in here, by the way. All right, let's get some of our chicken in there. Let's get a couple little spinach bundles in there. Let's get our broth on. Tempura, also a very common udon addition. So like a whole tempura shrimp, or just sort of the crunchy tempura bits that you strain out of the oil after cooking tempura. In the US, when we take the time to make something sort of crispy by frying it, brown and crispy, we tend to want to keep it that way. But in a lot of Asian dishes, Japanese dishes, Chinese dishes, deep frying is sort of the first step to it, and then you kind of soak it in a liquid, and so you end up with sort of a deep fried crust that gets soft again, but really absorbs the liquid in a nice way. And it's, I like it. I don't know. Maybe you should too. All right. That is udon soup with chicken and spinach. Real easy. And delicious. Okay. All right, guys, gals, non-binary pals. See you later. Good. All right, bye. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Head over to KenjiLopez-alt.com. There you can find links to join my Patreon. There's various tiers with different perks, but that's where you're gonna find all of my printed recipes. Most of them are for free. You'll also get access to special perks like new product releases, early access to things, live streams, AMAs. At KenjiLopez-alt.com, you'll also find my shop where you'll find all of my books. You can get them signed and personalized, shipped anywhere in the world, as well as my products and product collaborations. You'll also find live event listings there. I do live events sometimes. And I'd love to see you come by. All right, see you later.